It's your boy, Professor Dad. We are back for another podcast. I am here with my boy, my guy, my man, my mentor, my personal trainer, Napo, aka
fellas?
Fitness by Napo. Yes, sir. We getting it done. Today's another podcast. This is podcast number 4, man. So join in with us. We are starting here soon. Right now, live. We are live. We're going to get some people hopefully joining in. I'm going to look at the settings just to make sure everything's going good. Looks like we're good on these ends here and here. Just double check all my settings. First, man, I just want to thank you for coming on, bro. Appreciate your time. Thank you for coming here, bro. Honestly, I know it's not everybody is always available to do these kind of things, so it does mean a lot for me for you to be coming. So I do appreciate you for coming over here and taking the time to do this, man. Let me see where we're at here. Yeah, we are live. Let's get it. Settings look pretty good, man. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we on. So we are here. This is the 4th podcast. I'm here with my guy Napo. He is a big influence in some of the changes in my life. So today I'm gonna be kicking it with him, getting to know him a little bit better. I want you guys to get to know him and get to know me a little bit better. Kind of what we do, what he does in our lives, in this world today. He is a cannabis user. So he is cannabis friendly. So if you guys are looking for a trainer out there, this is going to be your man right here. This is my man. He changes my life. So you know what I'm saying. So I appreciate you, brother, for coming.
My pleasure for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, man, what's the first question I should really ask you, dude? Tell me, really honestly, I guess, what got you started as a personal trainer? Like, what was the thing that made you decide that this is what you want to do in your life?
Man, honestly, it started at a young age. Just fitness. I was into fitness. I started at a young age playing soccer. It was either the easy way out or it was a good way to go. So I didn't know if it was going to be something like going to play soccer or going in the corner hanging out with my guys, breaking windows and doing that bull stuff that we used to do when we were kids.
Right.
So I took the good path and I started going to soccer and I started hanging out with the guys, and that kind of set my boundaries to a different level. Like, I know what I can do. Going to soccer practices, being determined, waking up on time, self-discipline. Taught me a lot from the coaching, from the staff, from the friends that I've got. Just build that relationship and took it to see where my body can go from there. And I took it to another level, and I feel like I started young, but now my mindset is where it should be for what I'm trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we start at a young age, just like when you started playing soccer. How old were you when you played?
I think 4 was probably the first time I ever kicked the ball.
Right? So it's like, man, we started young. I feel like bodybuilding's made me more disciplined in life. Food ethic, everything starts from routines and what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. Set goals and follow it.
Man, words of advice from the man himself. All right, so basically, man, I want to tell the people how you changed my life. So last year, around this time, it was just probably about, we were probably about a month or so, about a year and a month right now. I've been working with this guy, and I came to see him at 240 pounds, 43, maybe 45, something like that.
45.
47, somewhere around
45.
You're
Somewhere
45.
around there.
We're definitely in the 240 range. And I had goals. I had things I wanted to do in my life. I had things that I really wanted to accomplish in terms of my health, and I wasn't achieving them. And so getting with a personal trainer was the best thing for me, man. Getting with you was the best thing for me because I feel like you gave me those tools and the resources that I didn't really have. Like the little. This is really good. What is this?
That's like real.
I can taste it on the inhale. Oh man. Yeah. So it just really getting with you, brother. It just gave me the details on like.
You still got it?
Just fine tuning.
You still got it. I felt like you doubted yourself for a while. And I just think you needed that push. That was it. It was a wrap after that.
I did need a push. I think everybody in life needs a push, bro, because, like, you need people to hold you accountable.
Right.
For shit.
Yeah.
Like, you want to reach things, you want to achieve it, but if you don't have, like, people around you to help you, it's a little bit harder. So, honestly, like, getting with you, I knew, looking at you, I knew you knew how to get to that level of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
And so it wasn't but just a couple things to fine tune in my own life that I felt I could achieve better health. Like, and in a sense, to me, health is like the most important shit in the world. Like,
right.
There's nothing more important to it. And as an influencer as well, like trying to like tell other people what to do with their life in a sense, or what they should be doing or how they should be living. I can't be living a certain way.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't half-ass this shit. This health game isn't half-assed, and anyone who is half-assing it, it's noticeable to those who aren't.
Correct.
You know, because the grind is real, and it's real. Like, it's rough. Like, I get up every day at 4 a.m. to get my day started so that I can get to my structure. You know what I mean? Just naturally, my body wanted to wake up around that time anyways. I just didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do, where to go, what to do with it, and how much energy to exert. And then also, after exerting the energy, what to put in.
Right?
You know? And that's kind of what you gave me, was those tools. Because I was eating fucking... I definitely wasn't putting in protein after my first workout. That was something you taught me. And I definitely wasn't eating as many meals as I eat now. I probably would only eat one or two. What up? We got somebody who joined in. What's going on? Zorwood, what it do, man? But yeah, so it just... I just felt like I didn't really have those tools to fucking be successful without your knowledge, bro. Like,
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Like, the food, like, I was eating lasagnas and fucking fried chickens and what would you tell me?
I mean, we started somewhere too, you know. I started off like that too, but you build it. I know you get tired sometimes. You get bored. You do. It does get boring. But I think you pass those boundaries. You know, you broke that wall and that barrier, and that's it now. It's a wrap from there. So I left everything else in your hands now. You know what I'm saying? I push you to a point where you can go ahead and do it on your own.
Did you have anybody in your life that influenced you to get the way you are?
I did, man. My older brother helped me out a lot. Just watching him starting at a younger age. He used to go to play basketball. He would take me with him, and then he would say, all right, let's hit weights. He would hit weights, and I started seeing his body transform. I'm like, man, it's looking good. Started picking up magazines, looking at these bodybuilders, and, you know, just that structure. I just fell in love with it. I really did. So I started helping out with him and, you know, following him wherever he wanted to go. I would go with him. He would play ball. I would play ball with him. He was going to Weber Center just to work out and hit weights. I would be right there. You know, even though I didn't know what I was doing, I was right there, though. Him and also a couple of my friends helped me out, showed me the way to work out. And I feel like I just fell in love with that. And that was it. You know, I don't see anything else but working out now.
So, run us through what you eat in a day, if you can. Like, run us, like, if you can take me in, like, a day in a Napo life, like, what it is on your schedule, kind of how you do it. What would one day look like for you if you could share that with us?
So is this by meal?
by meal time period.
Okay.
Like kind of, when you wake up, what do you do in a sense? Not like every detail, of course, but like
Correct.
you wake up, what time do you eat? What do you eat? What's your first meal before what activity or what do you do? And then you do this and then you eat and then what is it,
Yeah, I start off early, man. Just like you, I'm an early bird. I start off early, and I take it from. Well, right now I'm just trying to put on a little bit more weight, so it's off season. We consider it off season. I always say it's never on or off. You're always on. Just wake up, do my cardio, start off breakfast. I do about 11 egg whites. I do a cup of oats, a couple of blueberries and raspberries. Everybody says why 7 and 7? It's just a number. It's just a number I use, and it's been working. So, everybody tells me why you keep it at 7 raspberries, 7 blueberries. I'm like, that's my favorite number. It's my birthday, 7/7. I was born 7/7. So, and it works for everybody. And then I'll start off with like, right before I get into the workout, I'll do about a cup and a half of white rice, and then like 8 ounces of chicken right now, and half a cup of avocado. So that's like right before I work out because I need the fats.
Okay.
And then I kick my workout in. During my workout, I'll have carboline. So that's like hour in, I'll start drinking carboline. That's a carb loader. After that, I'll have a protein shake that I tell you about, and then cream of rice. Then again, it's the same thing. It's chicken and rice, and then I get 1 beef meal, and then right before bed, it's 11 egg whites again, scoop of peanut butter. Shh, don't tell anybody.
He said scoop of peanut butter. Don't tell nobody. Look, man, that's it. The game plan is simple, man. Keep it simple, guys. Like, that's how I eat.
It's crazy. Everybody looks at what he eats, how many eggs? Yeah, it's weird.
It works, though. Whatever the science is behind it, man, it actually works, and it makes you like a healthier person. That my energy level is way better, and just, yeah, man, the overall fitness. Like, I feel like people forget, like, you can't really work out and, like, you can't perform at a certain, like, optimism or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't perform optimally if you're not putting in the correct fuel to get there.
Right.
And if you're putting in those bad things, it slows you down in a sense, or it carries over to the next day and you just don't have the working fuel to move your engine.
Yeah.
Because like we do have to think of our bodies as like not as a car in a sense, but we operate in a sense like a car does.
Correct.
You have to feed it fuel, and you have to feed it the best fuel you can, and the best fuel you feed it, it runs better.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like the structure for me, like what helped me was creating a schedule with literally on my phone. I put timers an hour before each meal. That way I'm reminded when I gotta eat.
That's how I started.
Because I probably don't need the timers at this point, but they're there because when days get really busy, it just really helps you stay on track. And the food, it gets very difficult eating, because I used to eat like 1 or 2 meals a day. A lot of people only eat 1 or 2 meals
Correct.
a day.
No, you're right.
And little did I know I got to eat 3 or 4, maybe even more meals a day, depending on what you're doing and your body, right? Would you consider, like, do you know if there's like so like I got a buddy actually. This is probably a perfect question for him, for you to answer. So I got somebody who's really small who's trying to bulk up. What's the best way for him to put on size, like while he's working out? Like, what does he need? Is he the type of person that needs to eat before workout, during the workout, and after, or like what kind of foods should he be eating if he's like one of those like small body people who's really trying to bulk up,
to put on size?
Yeah.
I just feel like the intake, the carb intake for someone like that.
So he has to have more?
I would feed him more carbs, just depending on the structure. And
I think I told him to do that.
Okay.
So
I mean, also he needs protein. Don't get me wrong. I don't want, take it the wrong way. Just fill up with carbs, rice and mashed potatoes, and Yukon potato, baked potato. None of that. No. Clean carbs. But I just feel like you got to also watch the scale, not so much, but also watch the body language. See if the structure of the body is falling off. We call it in our industry spilling over. See if he's spilling over. If he's spilling over, pull up the carbs. Up the protein intake. Up the cardio a little bit more, stuff like that, and just see what listen to the body. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to it. You got to see it. See it and listen to it.
So like, yeah, that's perfect. Cause we were paintballing the other day, and he was telling me, he's like, man, like I'm been hitting the gym, been hitting the weights and stuff, but I'm, I don't know what to do to get bigger and stuff. I told him, I was like, I know you got to eat like that. You got to do. Because I think he was only eating probably twice a day, like most people do.
He has to up his meals. He needs to bring that up 5-6 meals a day.
5-6 meals.
5-6 meals. 6 meals, including protein shakes.
That's what I also told him too. Yeah, he's got to also put in that protein. It's huge. Yeah, man. Damn, there's so much to this, bro. We need
science,
the wisdom.
right? It's crazy. Science. I tell everybody science.
How many years have you been doing this?
Man, altogether, I've been in the industry for about 8 to 10 years now. Just back and forth with it, and understanding it, finally getting it right. Till this day, I learn something new. Till this day, I'm not perfect at it, but I want to learn more. And I'm up for that. So yeah, 8 to 10 years, I say, man.
I think you're great at this shit, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
For me, man, I think you're amazing at this. Like, I've seen the people in the gym that you've trained. I've seen the pictures of before and after. I know where I came before and after. So, yeah, man, you definitely got something down right. Can you tell the people where we could find you?
I'm in Morton Grove. Right now, I'm in Morton Grove, yeah. I'm in 5814 Morton Grove, actually. Dempster, right off the highway. I'm close to everybody, man. It's right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Hit him up, man. You guys got to hit this guy up if you need a personal trainer. He knows what he's doing, man. Honestly, it's all in the science. And, if you're trying to better your life, I say take one day at a time and figure it out. But really getting a guide is something that I highly encourage, because I need the structure. You know what I mean? Like, as disciplined as I am, I still reach out to you. I'm still texting you. I don't text you as much on food anymore. That we definitely don't do.
It's okay. It's all right. But I know where you're at, though.
But that's just because it's just become like so routine for me that I know that I don't even have to. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just kind of, man. At first, it was super struggle. I think the first 3 months were probably the hardest for me.
Yeah, you had a rough first 2 months. I would say you had a rough.
Mentally, it was I don't know, man. Just giving. I wanted to try it that way.
Yeah,
we wanted to go real hard.
I like what you did, though. I like the concept. You tried everything, man. You tried everything. I gave you the meal plans. I even had that restaurant delivered to you. We did a lot, man.
Yeah, we did.
It's been a roller coaster, but it's been a great ride.
We ain't done yet.
No, hell no, man. I'm so proud of you, man. Keep grinding.
we not
grinding.
done, man. We still got some work to do, bro. I just felt like last year, the beginning was like one of those points in my life where I just knew that I had to change something. And the food is really, I think, the hardest part of this. Like, I can work out as much as I want to, but it's just really getting that structure of putting in food and meals at the right time. It's that science is just that actually works, that I was never really truly aware of. And I feel like now I got a good grasp on it,
Yeah.
And I feel like I feel like it's just gotten a bit more, it's just routine in a sense. And it does get routine, but it's still hard every day, still hard. Like, cause there's days I just still don't plan every meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then feeding myself more food.
It's crazy how much more you got to eat now.
Is so tough.
Yeah. It's totally different, though, from when you started with cutting you down so much and how detailed we got into the food to what it is now.
I feel like it was easy to just cut shit out.
Yeah, it is. Always.
To just stop.
Yeah. Stop the peanut butter. Stop the avocado. Just cut down on the rice. Kick back on the chicken a little bit more, I think you tried ground turkey. How many times did you're like, man, I'm just over that shit, Napo? I'm like, it's okay.
That first 6 weeks, I was done. I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it anymore, yeah.
And then we like went, and then I went like after that first 6 weeks, it like started getting more chicken and beef. And
Right.
it just kind of like, and then it just literally just.
And
went.
we got the sauce. We got the sauce after. I'm like, get on the sauce, and you got on the sauce. We got. What did you do with that barbecue? The sugar-free barbecue. We got sugar-free ketchup. I think you tried everything, man.
Now I just got like a salsa verde in there.
Okay.
And I throw that on everything.
There you go.
And it's fucking game over.
There you go.
Cause it made it just made that shit a lot easier and shit. It made it a lot easier for me to fucking everything same every day. Cause I did the math in a sense for somebody like me, we're eating at least like 1,000 meals a year, more than 1,000. Cause you're eating at least 3 meals a day. There's 365 days a year, right? So you got to triple or quadruple and when you look at it in that way, it's a lot of food. A lot of food. Yo, everybody checking in. I appreciate you, Jared from Dab Towels. What's going on? Zorwood, man. We appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody's support coming through. We really do, man. We vibing with you guys today, man. We just talking the shits. So if you're tuning in, if you're just tuning in, I'm here with my personal trainer. We just kind of getting through some of what it takes to change your life for the better in terms of just where it's at with eating. Figuring out the math on food is a lot right now. Like I just said, it's over 1,000. You're eating over 1,000 meals a year, and that to me is unfathomable. And then I think about how much money I put into that too. It's a lot.
Health is wealth.
But health is wealth.
You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth.
There's nothing more like important, right? It's just, I'm gonna pack up some of this clementine here. Take a little dab. We gonna get a little dab popping in here. What you got going on over there, buddy? Another jizzy?
Yeah, we got that Florida orange going.
Florida orange from Revolution. No sponsorship included.
Correct.
No sponsorship included. It's all good. We chilling. Yeah, dude. Funny story, bro. So I woke up this morning. I was feeling good. I was gonna go play soccer. So I started my day a little too fast, man.
Did you?
Yeah, you probably could tell me what I did wrong, but so I got up, woke up, came upstairs. Literally, I'll take you through every little step I did, in a sense. I try not to be too graphic in detail, but I'm gonna run you through it. Came up here. I started getting my clothes ready for soccer. Started getting my clothes on. I took my pre-workout. No. I made breakfast. So it was about 6:30, right? 6:30, 7. No, 7:30. 7:30, right? No, 6:30. 6:30. It was about 6:30. I started cooking breakfast. It was the eggs and the oatmeal, like I always do every fucking day.
You didn't have the blueberries, did you?
No blueberries today.
Come on.
No blueberries.
All
I
right.
could have had blueberries. I could have had whatever. I just didn't.
Gotcha.
I was just doing it quick. So I ate it, right? And then I drink some water, use the bathroom, do my little bathroom things, get dressed for soccer, and then I take my pre-workout. And then I slam the pre-workout, and then, that bucked up shit.
Yeah.
And then it, kind of got me going or whatever. And then I came in, took a dab or whatever, and I don't know what happened, man, but not too long after, it just upset my stomach, and I threw it up. It was the first time ever. I think
That's weird.
I don't know if it's because I started my day too fast. I literally I just started running around the house. I got up a little bit late and just tried to start doing things fast, literally.
So what I would have done, I would have switched it up.
Would have had the pre-workout and then ate.
No, I would have ate, dabbed, and then had the pre-workout. That's what I would have had done. But reason being is you got some food in your system. So that way you don't get that acid reflux. And I think that's what happened to you.
I don't know what happened, man. It just kind
Probably that's what happened. That acid reflux kicked in, boy.
Good. It's Florida Orange, you said?
Yeah.
This shit's fire. Yeah, I don't know why or how that happened, but
Try that next time.
It was the first time it's ever happened. I think it's just because I went 0 to 100. I also had, I ain't gonna lie, I had 2 of them protein snacks last night from, what's his name? I hadn't had any in a while, so I kind of went a little crazy in my protein snacks. So my belly was a little off. So
try it the other way.
I think that's what I have to do. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not.
You've been taking that pre-workout for a while now.
That's the same one I always take. Literally, I think it just like I just started running around here and my stomach just didn't appreciate.
Just one of those days, man.
Yeah, you know, it reminded me of that time last year when I had hit like a year of doing the greens drinks or whatever.
Okay.
And then I threw up the green drink.
You told me, then you stopped it for a while.
I still hadn't, and I just told you the other day that I wanted to pick it back up again. Yeah. Because I feel like I want to start getting those greens back in me, but I want to do it at a way smaller scale than I was. Because that drink that I was doing, I was trying to do a whole meal replacement or more.
You need a cup.
And
a little cup, you're good.
Yeah, you don't need. When I think about everything that I'm eating throughout the day, anyways, I don't need that much fucking green drink. It was like fucking more than 16, like a 16 ounce or something of like a green drink or more, maybe a 32 ounce or something.
Especially you're getting more greens throughout the day, though. You know, there's other meals. You're getting spinach. You're getting broccoli.
But that's also a thing. I was like, if I do this green drink, then I felt like I didn't have to get those other greens in.
I feel like it's just more of a mental thing. You know, when you have ground turkey and rice, you're looking at the meal. You're like, damn, I need some green on that plate. You know, that green helps it, believe it or not, for the mental state too.
That's what I figured.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I guess everybody's
mental and energy probably too. Oxygen, recovery, all that shit, antioxidants. I have been lacking on some of those greeneries that I used to do a little bit more often, I would say, than I do now. But that shit is like, yeah, I recommend doing the green drink, but at a smaller scale, not a meal replacement. Because I was trying to do way too much of it, you know. What's the what's your max? What can you bench, bro?
It's crazy. I wouldn't know.
We don't even do that shit.
We don't even do that. We really don't.
That's funny.
You know, when somebody asks me that, I just look at them like, come on. Why that question? You know?
That's what I like about you as a personal trainer. I don't like during a session with you. I don't never feel like I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like my muscles are definitely worked, but I don't ever feel like I'm like. Well, I know I'm in better shape now too, but I don't feel like I'm.
I mean, you see the weight you've gone up in weight.
Yeah.
So the weight that you've put up right now is pretty good. It's pretty solid from what you started. Man, it's phenomenal. You're on the right path. That's all I can say. You're on the right path.
Yeah,
just don't let the holidays mess with you, you know?
I don't even like.
I know you've been over it. I know you've been good. You've been good.
Because like, you know how I told you, like, I'd be like, I'll go in the refrigerator and be like, fuck you, Napo. Like,
yeah.
Be serious. Like, I'll go in the refrigerator, I'll look in the refrigerator and I'll be like, I don't want to eat.
Right.
Slam the fridge and then be like, fuck food, man. Like, because it's only fuel. And like, I feel like I don't want to get my mind in that old mentality that I used to have is food is supposed to be so fun that I need to eat the best meal every day and just be a glutton, you know what I'm saying? But that just got me really unhealthy, like, and really big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it also costs money. I didn't really think about it. Like, the food costs money regardless, but still, it's like what you're spending it on is what you're spending it on. So, but the gluttony factor is just huge, bro. Like, I just would eat everything. Like, everything in sight, I'm eating that shit. But yeah, like, I don't feel tired after a workout session with you, man. Like, and that's a good thing. I think people would enjoy working out with you because they're not gonna feel like it's a session where you're fucking super tired and you're not like, it's not like a boot camp session.
No.
And people, I think, have a misinterpretation of what it means to get a personal trainer, you know?
I feel like they do. I feel like right away the first thing they say to me is, Please, no burpees. How many burpees have you done, Professor?
0.
We
do no burpees, bro.
Not one burpee have we done.
We barely even do cardio.
You know, so I mean, it just
I do cardio because I do it before I see you.
Yeah.
And then I do the warm up on the treadmill or whatever. But like we really you've never actually made me. Well, you gave me that structure of that
the incline.
That what was that? The running circuit, the run walk circuit thing.
Yeah.
That shit.
The HIIT cardio.
Yeah, the HIIT cardio.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can you tell me what that is again?
So it was. I think we had you going 3 minutes on, and then you would come off for 2, hop back on for 3, and it was just a cycle I made you do. And
I think maybe it was. I think I did it to 1, so I made it for boxing. I think I did the 3-1, 3-1.
And you did it twice, and then I made you kick it up to 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like you plateaued to the point where I'm like, man, what can I do with this guy to kick his, speed up his metabolism? And I just looked at you. I'm like, man, we're running. So we're going to do this HIIT. And I told you, run as fast as you can for 3 minutes straight. I think you would do it for 3 on, 2 off, 3 on again.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think I started doing like a run, walk, and then I would do run, hop off, run, hop off, and then, or jog, hop off, and then the last one was sprint, hop off, sprint, hop off, sprint, hop off.
All I know is work. It worked.
It fucking crazy.
It worked.
That shit is crazy. And I did that after the boxing. So I never did it when I came to see you. So the only time I ever did it in the weightlifting gym was when I wanted to.
Correct. No, you came in, I think once or twice you did it because you were wearing that suit.
Yeah, and I just wanted to get a couple extra calories burned throughout those few weeks because I was on a mission, bro. We had set a date for like February, I think, right? But I beat it by a whole month.
Month and a half, I think.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
That's crazy. Your journey has been a roller coaster, man. I see it like a roller coaster.
It's still going up and down.
Fuck, it's still going up and down.
Still going up and
it's
down.
Crazy.
Like the other day, I was telling my friends, I was like having these like visions of going to McDonald's and getting breakfast sandwiches and shit. I don't do that. I haven't done that in over a year or 2.
That's crazy.
But still, like, I think about it. You know what I mean? Like, my brain still, like, it has those thoughts. Like, damn, I want some cheesecake at the end of my meal tonight. Like, let me get a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie I was feeling the other day. That's why I brought the protein cookie and had it yesterday. I overdid myself because I had the protein cookie and then I had the chocolate covered nuts, the almond, whatever the fuck protein things that he had there too. So I fucking...
You tried. You tried modifying it, right?
But I overindulged on the things that I felt were better for me to do it on, because I think mentally, like, I miss those days, man. Like, or I don't know what it is. I guess it's a part of a food addiction because I miss doing it. Like, I
think it was a habit, more out of habit.
Yeah, I guess.
Come home, shower, turn the Netflix on and watch something. You would just eat away. People don't think about it. And I'm like, why? Stop. Water, right?
Yeah. Speaking of which,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's drink some water right now. We both got our big ass water jugs. Cheers, coach.
Cheers.
This is how you supposed to do it, man. So he's got the big boy jug. I got the one that reminds me to fill it up. I don't know why I like that better, but
yeah, it's pretty solid, man.
You can see it right here. Yeah. It's a big ass fucking jug. This is double the size of my jug.
But do you remember the first time we met?
In the smoke shop?
In the smoke shop.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So we met first time in the smoke shop. I seen you and I was like, this nigga looks like a fucking soldier. And then you showed me your Instagram and I was like, this nigga has pictures that look like an action figure.
That's crazy.
Like, literally, bro, like an action figure, man. And like when you're a kid and like, you know what I'm saying? And you see men, like a man in that presence, bro. Like a man, bro. Like with muscles, a man. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, I don't know. There's something about looking up to things like that. And as a kid, like, even like today, you go play a video game and you create a character. What do you make them look like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're not really making him like that fat guy. You
No,
know what I'm
correct,
saying? You're
right.
making that fucking. You're making Napo. Fucking
It's crazy, man. I
why
appreciate
create
it,
characters
man.
look
Really,
like
I
you?
appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, those are like. I wanted to look similar.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't gonna look the same, but I knew I could achieve something of a closer nature to that than where I was, because I didn't feel like I was supposed to look like how I was, and my spirit kept telling me that I needed to look better than that. There's just a way to do it. So when I seen you in the shop, I was like, and then you told me you were a trainer, and your gym was literally right next to Lit Glass and Vape. Shout out to Lit Glass.
Out Lit Glass and Vape.
Shout out to Lit Glass and Vape. Yo, Casey, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to Lit Glass and Vape, yeah, because without them, I probably would never met you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And the gym is literally right, like, a block over from Lit Glass. So if you guys are close to Lit Glass, you guys shop there, you need a personal trainer, man, hit this guy up, bro. But yeah, it was just so close that, like, I don't know. I knew that I'd eventually come see you. And when I told you, I just knew it was a matter of time when I would get my mind in a place that I was like, I'm in a pattern of working out, because that's what I wanted to do. And I think I remember even telling you, I was like, I need to just kind of like start working out and start moving. And that interaction actually made me kind of get there. I actually went and started going to the gym with my buddy Will. We kind of started kicking off like our own little like meetups at it was Export at the time, which was awesome. But then COVID came around, and what I thought I had a structure or a hold on or my routine, it came to a halt, and it changed drastically. And then I wasn't able to, not being able to move and not understanding the food intake, calories and shit once again.
Like
why?
Why do we have to eat so many fucking times to lose weight? Right? It's crazy. It's crazy just to speed up that metabolism. Because what people do is they shut it down. You know, they wake up, they'll have coffee, skip breakfast, have lunch with their friends, and then they say, yeah, I ate one time. It was chicken and salad. I'm good. No, you're not. You're shutting your metabolism down. You know, and that's what I try to tell everybody. And once they figure that out and they start getting the meals in and the weight's dropping, then they realize, they're like, yeah, man, this guy makes sense. Science to this shit, you know? Science 101.
Big deal, bro.
That's crazy. But yeah, it was during COVID where we had met. That's why we took that photo. It's crazy because everybody's like, how long ago was that? How long have you been with this guy? It's been a year.
Yeah, and you took that, the one photo that I have on my page that were like split, it's literally only from October to January.
That's insane.
Haven't even taken.
And we had a 3-week delay. I think you were injured. Something slowed you down where you couldn't come through or something like that, or you were traveling.
I knew my back was injured at one point, but I think that was before. I think it was right before. It might have been right during I was with you, or right before. My back went out during jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
I had just started jiu-jitsu, and then I tried doing this one stupid ass move, and I went from it was an explosion type thing with person's body weight on me, and my back was like, haha, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And it just,
yeah, you were rocked. You were out, what, 3 weeks? I would say 3 to 4 weeks.
3 months. It was literally like 2 months that I was definitely inactive, because I had went right back, and then it pulled up really bad on me that second time. Kind of like the injury in the sense with my ankle. I fucking never learned. I fucking injured a little bit,
and you go back,
and then I fucking feel good, and then I'm like, I'm back in this bitch, and then my body's like, you're not 20 no more.
Man, I felt that the other day, which I was talking to one of my guys, and I'll just mention, I'm like, man, these guys don't know I don't have an ACL. So, you know, people look at me and they're like, how the fuck are you squatting? How are you still squatting? And it's unreal how my left leg has no ACL in there. I did reconstructive surgery on my right, and I came back and I tore my left one. I just had meniscus arthroscopic surgery, and then ever since I didn't want to go back and do that surgery, man. It was devastating, honestly. It's one of the worst pains that I've went through my entire life. That ACL surgery, it's no joke. It's no joke. That's all I can say.
Yeah, injuries are scary, bro. Like that's also why I took it easy on my ankle for the past kind of 2 weeks just now, because when when I felt it not calming down, like just from it would spike up in terms of pain just from after the workout. Like I could kind of get through the workout, but then afterwards and just chilling, I was like walking. I'm like, ooh, this shit is fucking in pain. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna relax. Just chilled out for a bit. Now it's starting to feel better. I kept it wrapped up. I even have it wrapped up right now as we talk because I just feel like it helps. It's helping as
for sure.
It's still kind of healing. I do have a game on Tuesday. I'm gonna try to go to.
See, that's the thing. You never learn.
I never stop.
But it's okay. It's all right. Keep it up. Keep grinding, man.
I never stop. I do have to do the cryo. Have you done cryo?
Yeah, I have. I like it. I really recommend it to a lot of my clients. It's really good for you.
Yo, Manny, my guy said, you big as fuck. That's right. That's my trainer, man. That's my boy. He's that's the size I'm trying to get to. You gotta eat a lot.
It's a lot of food. It's a lot of fucking food.
You gotta eat a lot to get to this size, man. I'm serious, bro. My guy is huge. You wanna flex for him, bro? Flex him that muscle, dog. Show him that bicep. No, I'm just kidding. I'll put you on the spot. But no, you do gotta eat a lot to get to this size, and that's another thing that people don't realize. Either whether you're big in terms of muscular big or big in terms of
just structurally big, right?
Structural, yeah, and your like your fat cells, or if you have if you're just fatter, if you're just big, you have to eat a lot of calories. Like you can't be a certain size if you aren't putting those calories in. Like you have to consume calories to maintain the size of what you are. So think about that, and wherever you're at in whatever spectrum of the line. So whether you're small and you're trying to get big, whether you're big and you're trying to get small, just know that you gotta either eat more or less, and then whatever you're doing, right?
No, for sure, 100%.
Like it's weird, man, because it's like, what do you tell a person that isn't really trying to bulk up in a sense, and they just like once you get to a happy size, like do you just kind of eat consistently, or do you like how does it work exactly? Do you decrease the meals, like say I didn't want to grow anymore, right?
Okay.
Do I just if I don't eat one meal, I'll obviously lose a bit of size, right?
Muscle, for sure.
So then you just literally just have to maintain eating the same.
That's all it is. Just all it is.
Damn, man.
And it doesn't literally have to be 5 to 6 meals a day. You can always manipulate the mind and, and have 2 protein shakes. It's fine. It's okay. Listen to your stomach. And I told you guys, I tell all my clients when they're eating after, 2.5, 3 hours, if they're getting hungry, if you want to push it a little bit, 15 minutes extra, that's fine. But your stomach will tell you, hey, I'm ready. Let's go, feed me. It's like a kid. Every 3 hours, kid cries. He's hungry, right? Infant. They want that milk. So it's similar, man. It really is. I feel like, how many times are you eating now? You're at what, 4 or 5 meals?
4.
4, 5, you can get a protein shake for sure, right? If you stay up.
I actually do the protein shake.
So you're at 5. So
I'll do a protein shake right after the first workout, and then I'll do the eggs and the oatmeal. So first workout is like that, 5 a.m. whatever, and then probably about like 7:38 is when I'll take the protein. Definitely by no later than 8:30, I'll have the protein drink.
So you're on time. Yeah,
and then an hour, like you said, after that I can eat. So I do eat my first meal, which is the eggs and the oatmeal, and then I wait until 12:30, and then 12:30 I do like my chicken and rice, or my chicken and lettuce, or whatever, beef and whatever.
Yeah.
And then the dinner meal is the 6:30 meal, or no, sorry, the next meal is 3:30, which is a chicken and rice specifically. And then the dinner is either like a beef and rice, or a chicken and rice, or chicken and lettuce.
And if you do get hungry after that meal,
potatoes or whatever the fuck,
that's when you have a shake.
I don't get hungry after that.
So you're good because you go to bed early.
I go to bed early. So
Gotcha.
yeah. Well, most days I go to bed early.
Yeah.
During the week, because I work out. So like in a sense, I put my body on that schedule so that I'm disciplined to get up. So I have the energy to get up. Sense. But it's weird. So if I stayed up late anyways, I'll still get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't feel like I need more sleep. So, but I still get it.
What, you get 4 hours, I would say?
4 to 6 at least.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, you need 8. You need 8.
They say it, but I don't feel like I need. Well, if 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. I guess that's 8. But in those last 3 hours, my body's already
up.
Trying to get
you're
up.
Moving. You're up. You're active already.
It's already trying to wake itself up. I'm coming out of the sleep. Like definitely by 2 o'clock, I'm up. I like my senses are awake, and then right at 4 o'clock, 4:20, I'm fucking out the bed, and I'm fucking ready to dab, ready to fucking start the day, ready to fucking.
Makes sense. You're up at 4:30, right? 4:30.
Yeah. I literally set my alarms at 4:20, 4 a.m. somewhere around there. Just let me see. I think they're at 4 a.m. I'm pretty sure 4:20 a.m. Literally.
That's the number, right?
I just felt like it was the best number.
It works.
I could wake up at 4, but why not that
you.
extra 20 minutes? And then it just makes my atmospherical vibe on, you know what I'm saying, on the whole cannabis shit, you know, because we smoke. I smoke. I love smoking. It helps me with everything. I mean, I smoke before. Do you smoke before you work out too, or?
So it's weird, man. So before I did smoke before I worked out. Now I just do it sometimes only when I'm doing cardio, or if I could just go in and do abs early in the morning, abs and cardio, I'll do that. And it became a routine now. Only literally sometimes when I go on a Sunday, I'll go in and do abs and calves and a little bit of cardio, and I'll smoke a little bit. You know, I try not to do it before going heavy in anything. You know, anything crazy. If I go heavy, like let's say tomorrow we're going heavy and back, I try not to smoke before. I do need it after. You know, because I don't believe in painkillers. I don't believe in any of that. And this is what works for me and helps me. Like with no painkillers, I come back, my knees are like shot. You know, especially when I do legs. So me smoking helps. You know, that's my way to go.
Want to hit this?
No, that's all you. That's all you. I got my Florida.
Tell me, when was the... Damn, this dab is so good. Shout out to Freight Growley for this Clementine, by the way. That shit is amazing. Freight Growley. This Clementine is awesome. Do you remember the first time you ever consumed cannabis? Can you share your story with us? Is that a story that you can share?
Yeah. It was it's been about
walk us through the moment.
10 years.
Bring us to that day. What happened? How did it happen? Who was it with? Why?
It's crazy. I was working with my brother, and I used to work at the Board of Trade, and I ended up going out with one of my guys. We ended up, you know, having lunch, and he's like, "Go ahead and let's smoke." I'm like, "All right, man. I ain't never smoked before." I'm like, all right, I'll try it. I don't want to look like a bitch in front of these guys. You know, these are big time traders, and you know they make that big bucks. You know, the big money out there. So I was like, all right. So it was like kind of peer pressure, right? I got into it. I took a hit. Man, I had to go back to work. So now that was lunch break. Now we go back to work. Now I'm on a headset working with the guy. It's literally how me and you are. And I'm looking at him in the pit, and he's giving me orders. And I'm just looking at my screen, and I just get in that one zone that you're in, like somebody's calling your name, you don't listen, you're like after they're like, "Hey, professor," and you're like, "What?" You know, I was in that zone. I don't know what I did for him, but I made him a lot of money that day. And he came back and he gave me like a tap on the back, and he gave me an envelope. I opened that envelope, it was like $3,000, and I'm like, he's like, "Enjoy your weekend." I ended up leaving, and ever since then I was hooked, and that was it. It was a wrap after that. That's crazy, because I used to yell at my brother before, you know, when we were younger. I'm like, "What are you doing? Why are you smoking?" You know, because I thought it was a bad thing. Our parents taught us it was a bad thing.
Of course, everybody did.
You know, until they see it.
Damn stigma.
Right?
Until they see for themselves that it's really not that bad for you. So how do you consume cannabis in your daily life today? Do you also consume edibles? You said you use it for pain therapy. Do you use it for anything else as well? And yeah, I got a lot of questions actually.
Yeah, flower part. Yeah,
So you do consume flower. So
correct.
you do dab though. I know you've dabbed before.
I do dab. Yeah, correct.
Okay, for sure. But you consume flower more on a daily basis.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you an indica or sativa guy?
Honestly, I like to start the day with the sativa, end it with the indica.
Okay.
You know,
traditional shit.
Yeah, I feel like some people are like, no, it doesn't work that way. I'm like, no, it does work that way. You know, for me, it works that way. I don't know how you react to it. If you do an indica 6 a.m., is it gonna put you back in bed, or is it gonna make you, roll out of bed and go?
If it's flower, it won't affect me as strongly, so I can do it whenever, because my tolerance is so high from the concentrate.
So it works.
Depending on the concentrate, it might make me sleepy and make me want to go lay down. But because of the discipline, I won't do it anyways now. But there's definitely some that will make you kind of feel like if you wake up and you're like, I probably shouldn't have had that one. I could have done something a little bit more clear-minded or energetic in a sense. So in a sense, traditionally, I will go more with the sativa or a hybrid generally in the morning, just because I like that. I like that stimulation. You know what I mean? I like almost like the coffee. So that's my coffee. Yeah. So I like that more. I like sativas more and more. I mean, I like them all the time, really. I mean, I just smoke some right now because it makes me like happy and fun and shit like that, you know. But I guess if I had to pick, I would definitely do more in the morning. I think it's definitely
for sure. And the CBD part, for me, like the roller for the knees and stuff like that. I also use that, like for my my rotator cuff. Had a bad rotator cuff. Just rub that on, and it honestly works better than icy hot. Works better than, no disrespect towards icy hot, but yeah, it does. Or the biofreeze, it works better for me. Some people, prefer that biofreeze.
Yeah, I have pain balms over there that I use,
and it works for you. Have you tried it for your ankle?
I've been using it on my ankle before every workout, and I think it works really good for like the outer muscular soreness and like tightness. And then as I'm working out, I feel as though as I'm kind of sweating in a sense, it absorbs a little bit more in there, and it kind of gives it a little bit more of a pain relief a little bit longer throughout my day. But I definitely feel it kind of wear off. I'd probably say like around probably by like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely feel like I need a little bit more, but that's just because I'm always going, so I don't really pay attention too much to it.
Yeah.
But it definitely helps with that like outer pain. It didn't help with like the inside of like that like burning, that stinging. What did help that was taking edibles or the RSO.
Okay.
Shout out to Zorwood for the RSO, because it just has so much in it that the pain relief was like amazing. So then I also felt like it was also healing me too with the CBD and everything else that's probably in there. It just taking that inflammation down, helping it heal.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it does work. Yeah.
A little bit more natural in a sense. C4 is really good. Can't lie, man. This shit was really good.
How did you like that?
It was nice.
Yeah. Shout out to Health Kick.
Shout out to Health Kick, man. That is the place that I got this C4 energy drink. It's really good. It's a Starburst C4 energy. It does not have any sugar in it because we don't roll that way. We just try not to consume as much sugar as possible because sugar is in everything. So literally, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta be weary of it and wary of where it's coming in, man, because it blindsides you. And
it's crazy, right?
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
Like, it's in everything. We fucking like everything has sugar. You have to literally grind to find foods that don't have it in it, because I feel like it's like that much more. I don't know. It's like they systematically put it in everything. At Health Kick though, that one area of those goodies, like not much, like 1 gram of sugar maybe in something,
which
you
is
know?
good. Yeah, I love the stuff that he
too.
carries, man. It's phenomenal.
Oh my god, bro! Like, and now I feel like I have a place that I can eat certain things that I'm not that can satisfy my old cravings, like those Reese cup quests that they like. Those to me are my life now, because I love chocolate, I love peanut butter. Who doesn't love a fucking Reese cup? Like, come on, man. But these Quest peanut butter cups has like 1 gram of sugar in it, I think, and a lot of protein. So like after I eat it, I also feel kind of full. Yeah. So I don't feel like I need to eat 4 of them, or if you would a king size Reese's or like a whole bag of Reese's.
The old you would.
The old me would.
Right?
I would smash a king size, maybe 2, or like one of those little bags of the mini Reese cups. You get a whole bunch of the little small ones that make yourself feel better, because it was just little bitty ones. You just popping them while you gaming and shit. Like,
but that's what I want to ask you. Flower, when you used to smoke it, or still do smoke it, but when you were at your heaviest, how did it affect you? Did you need to smoke more in order to get that where you want to be? Or now that you're, now that you're lighter, do you still smoke that same amount? Does it hit you differently now that you're lighter in weight than when you were under your heaviest?
I will say because of my cardio level, because of my lung capacity, it was harder to smoke when I was heavier.
Correct. Right.
So
that's what I figured.
Like, I definitely noticed my lung capacity was diminished at a heavier weight. I couldn't breathe stuff in as well. Dabbing was a little bit definitely harder. Yeah. So I don't want to say I had to consume more though, because I still feel like I consumed just the same amount. But it just like I just couldn't smoke as much, probably because
it was just harder to breathe, right?
Yeah, just harder to breathe.
Yeah. It's harder on your chest.
It's just too much. So you, in a sense, you smoke as much as you want, or you can. Because I'm a big smoker, especially if I'm doing content or making videos. So, and if I fuck it up, I got to redo it. Fuck it up, redo it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would smoke a lot, but I definitely felt my lung capacity diminishing a bit.
Yeah, it's weird how it works. I feel like it does affect you differently, as if you're heavier. It's weird.
But see, when I work out, I'll dab. Like, I dab before before I work out, I dab. After I work out, I dab before almost everything now.
You do, right?
But before, with flower, I wouldn't want to smoke flower before I work out, because I feel like the plant matter makes my lungs like thicker and heavier for the first few minutes, I guess, of working out, and it takes a little bit longer to get through the workout where I'm not feeling it in my lungs as much.
Yeah.
But when I take a dab, I feel like when I take the dab, I feel like I don't have that like same heaviness. I like cough for a few, but like I'm just at the high that I want to be at. And so I don't feel like it affects my lungs as much. The dab, like, to me, dabbing became a bit more like a healthier way to smoke in a sense. I could smoke more, get higher.
It's cleaner,
and it, in a sense, is cleaner.
It's cleaner. I leave that in your perspective. That's your category.
It is technically. You're not. Because right now we're smoking the paper with it. So in a traditional smoking sense, if you compare the two, the dab would be cleaner. It just doesn't have the plant matter and all the other shit in there. But it's more concentrated, so you get higher faster, and there's just less smoke to be inhaled. So like as we smoke a J or a blunt or something, or even a bong or a bowl, you'd be doing multiple inhales, you know what I mean, to get to a certain to your desired level. But with the dab, in a sense, you get there with that one puff, you know, so you only have so much smoke that continues to go in the lungs. So like I did hear when you said you wouldn't smoke before you lifted, but I always smoke before I come see you. Like I always dab right before.
And it works. No, it. I mean, for
not everybody.
Correct.
But, yeah, but
it's changed. It's changed over the years. You know, I feel like it's changed over the course of time too. You know, it depends on the situation that you've been in. You know, I feel like for the day, what you're going through. Honestly, if you need to, you know, have some cannabis, have some cannabis. You know, start your day off. It works.
Did you always use it for like when did you start to figure out that you were using it for certain things? Like I mean, I definitely didn't start smoking for like actual purposes. When I started smoking, I just wanted to see what the fuck this shit does, how it makes you feel, whatever. And I couldn't pinpoint what it was doing to me to make me feel good. Do you remember when or where that kind of switched for you as well? Like,
it just I feel like focused. My focus part of it, you know, being on the headset and working those numbers, and it wasn't an easy job. You know, it wasn't an easy job for me to learn. And once I started, it took time. It really took time. But then once I started getting the cannabis, and, you know, it would be a puff here, a puff there, go back to work. And honestly, my focus became like 100% at work. You know, the bell would ring. I'm still at fucking work. What the fuck am I still doing at work? Get the fuck out of here. You know, you got a train to catch. So, for the most part, yeah. Ever since then, I felt like it eases you, you know.
Calms you down or something.
Give or take. But then again, now you're talking about the indica and the sativa part. See, that's when I feel like that's when it kicks in. For me, as you know, right. As it works for me. Some people, no, they don't care. A lot of my guys, you know, they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter to us. We can smoke an indica at 5:30 in the morning. We'll be fine. Some guys knock out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess towards the end of the evening, for sure. I'll definitely like if it's like close to midnight or 11, something like that, and I'm smoking indica. The reason why what I think people also forget is because we do have energy peaks throughout the day, depending on who the person is, like whenever yours is. Mine, because I do wake up so early and my energy level spikes and then it drops towards the end of the evening. Because I'm already getting tired, if you introduce your body a sedative, which is indicas, they tend to be more sedative in the effect. Not all of them, I guess. I had to say that for a disclaimer. Yeah. But in the nature of most indicas, they do have a more sedating effect. So towards the end of the evening, people won't realize that, but yeah, it'll bring you down even more because your body's already in a state of coming down. And let me change this song.
What's that going on?
It's just some fucking Wu-Tang shit, you know. But yeah, because your body's already in a state of coming down, that will bring you down even more. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it does affect everybody a little bit differently. I think it's just finding a purpose for it is like the best thing for people, and like what I would suggest, like, yeah, it's fun to smoke, but figure out what it does for you and like why you really like it. Like, is it
why it works for you, right?
Yeah, why it works for you. Like for you said like it helps you with your pain and shit like that, or focus and stuff. Like, figure out how it can help you. Maybe it doesn't help people for some people for pain or focus, but it helps you get in a better mood or more productive or something. I don't know, whatever it could do, but I think it can help everybody. You just got to find the right strain and the right dosing and the right amount and be introduced to it properly. Like I always say, that is super important. Like, people are introduced to it the wrong way. You know what I mean?
And they take it the wrong way. You know, oh, that thing, I'll never do it in my life. Why? I had a bad experience with a bunch of my friends, and this happened, and then, oh, they all left me, and I'm walking home alone. Yeah, it's the first thing you know you've encountered in your body. Now you're walking alone, yeah, you're gonna start thinking stuff. You know?
Yeah. I actually remember the first time smoking, and then I remembered hearing myself sound a little different.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's
Like, I was
crazy.
like, why does my voice sound different? And I just was asking the people around me, I'm like, do you guys hear that? Like, does my voice sound different to you too? Like, I just was hearing things, you know what I mean? Like, I just became in tune a whole different way of life
Yeah.
and my thoughts and the way I just was perceiving things. And then being able to, like you said, kind of slow down, calm, and kind of focus. That was like so important. Like, it just felt like we need that as human beings. You know what I mean? Like, we have all this stress and aggression and all this stuff going on, and the cannabis is here for us in so many ways that we don't even know. But when you use it appropriately, it's just the most beautiful plant in the world, because it can't kill you,
It's literally a plant.
but it only helps you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Like, I've never had a time where, like, I've had times where I felt like I might have been too high, but I'm still here.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and as I've gotten smarter and more knowledgeable about the cannabis, I choose better medicine. In fact, I choose the best medicine, because why not? You know what I mean? Like, and I seek it out, like, and I'll try to only introduce it to my friends, my family, and my patients, because I feel like they're the most deserving of I mean, we're all the most deserving of the best quality, and we need to be introduced to it, or at least experience it, or, you know,
Some type of way, right?
in some type of way. Yeah, you know, especially out here in Chicago, because we really never really have that. Like, our industry started with certain cultivators, and a lot of them aren't doing that good, but some of them are, and, you know, it's small amounts of product. Most people get their shit still on the street.
Yeah.
And the normal street dealer doesn't know what the fuck he has, and the quality is shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not until you meet certain people who actually care about what they're getting and giving you.
Why don't you run that by? Real quick? Like I want your philosophy on what's the difference between getting it from a person in the street or walking into a dispensary these days and getting it from a dispensary. I know what it means, but, you know, for the viewers out there.
I mean, the only difference really is could potentially be the experience and the quality of the medication you receive.
Okay.
Depending on the street dealer or the personal dealer you go to now, or, you know, even the dispensary. Some dispensaries are hit or miss with their customer service or patient care, in my terms, or how I look at it.
Yeah.
And if you actually look at it, if you ask them, are they in customer service or patient care, and they say customer service, that's a red flag immediately, because you're dealing with medicine, which is patients, and that's a whole different level of care and service. Like, it's one thing to have amazing customer service,
Yeah.
but you have to have outstanding care for patients. Like, you can't cut corners in hospitals and like, when you think about patients, you're not cutting a corner. You have to give them everything you got, right?
Yeah.
So some dispensaries can't deliver that shit, and they don't have the knowledge to. They don't have the employees working there to. They don't have people who care enough to. And that's the difference. Like, you may get people who don't care enough in the industry on either side, and that's going to ruin your experience either way, either in the streets or in the dispensary. You can receive the same level of care in the dispensary that you can in the street, and vice versa. You know, it just really depends on who you're going to, what they know, what they're willing to give you, and what they can provide you with, really. And you know, that's really what the difference is, because not just that, the prices too.
Yeah.
You know, you got to deal with your taxes on taxes are happening right now in our Illinois market dispensaries. There's a lot of tax on the product you go there to get. But if you could find a personal dealer in the black market, let's say, who has comparable product for similar prices but without the tax, that's extremely hard to beat. And those are the people you got to watch out for, in a sense, because those are the people who are out here doing it for the people. You know, you got amazing product that's comparable as the same as dispensaries, and your prices are either the same or a little bit lower without tax. You're in the game doing it right. You know, like that's what we're looking for. The dispensaries, in a sense, I don't feel like they're operating in a sense for the patient. You know what I mean? Like, not always. And the quality that they provide right now isn't really there, especially in Illinois. We just need more, you know, private growers to be accepted, you know, and the licenses for those type of cultivators to be accepted has to change quickly, because the corporate owned cannabis, I don't think, is ever going to be at a place that you or I really want it, because they don't appreciate culture in the corporate world.
Right.
And these dispensaries are lacking a lot of culture. You know what I mean? And I hate to say that, but a lot of them are. If you go in there, even you may get a few people who are, you know, knowledgeable and versed, you know, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of dispensaries who are just like against the art of cannabis in a sense. And there's so much art in cannabis. There's the glass, there's the heady stuff, there's the clothing and the actual artwork and just everything. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like everything that people would consider is in the cannabis world, a part of that they're excluding because they want it to be more pharmaceuticalized or structured through corporate, and it's an uglier way to do it. Like, we don't want that. Our cannabis world, we want it to be colorful and beautiful and multi-diverse, and you know, if you got the best, let's see it. Give us the best, and that's what we want. Like, the people are deserving of it. I think everybody forgets, like, you got to put your name on shit, you know? And if you're going to put your name on something, are you going to put your name on shitty half-ass work?
No, absolutely not. You know, that's not how we do it.
I mean, you put your name on your physical physique and turned it into a career. You know what I'm saying? That is something applaudable, because not everybody could do that. That's like one of the highest levels of like human things to do, bro. Like,
it's crazy. It's crazy what the human can, like the body. You know what? The mind, man. The mind is crazy, man. You know, once you get in that one zone that you were, I remember telling you, hey, I need you to take it easy, cut down on the cardio. You're like, what, coach? You got mad. You're like, what? Why? No, not yet. I'm like, no, you got to slow down with that. And we learned, you know, you learned why, what for, because you were shutting down your muscle. You were.
I felt it.
You felt your muscle trimming down, and I don't want that. And you were getting tired.
And I didn't see the growth, really. I wasn't feeling through the lifting, but now I definitely feel the growth.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's
sure.
weird how it works.
I definitely feel it now. I did cut down a little bit more on the cardio, only because I wanted to. Well, one, we are nursing a bit of an injury, but the pace that I'm at right now is just a little slower. I was on a super fast grind. I was like hungry to cut those calories like quick. Like, I was like so out of, in a sense, literally shape.
Yeah,
Like,
it's crazy.
My shape was so off, and you know, and it's weird when you say in shape. Like, in shape meaning how well your cardio is through exercising, but also my physical body shape was just fucked up. Like, I couldn't fit no clothes that I had. Like, all my clothes were too tight, or I couldn't even fit my pants. You know, like, the wake up call for me was I had a photo shoot to do, and went in my closet to get the outfit for the photo shoot and couldn't fit it. And then I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Did I pick the wrong pants? And I started scanning through, and I was like, maybe the right maybe this is the right pair of pants. And I looked and I was like, no, these are the really small ones. And I went back to the bigger size one. And I was like, let me try these on again.
Damn.
And they were too tight. And I went over, looked to the mirror, and I just stood there. And then I started remembering. I remember when one of my boys came by and he was like, hey, man, you look like you've been eating really good. And I was like, I have been eating good, but what do you mean by that? You know, and I hadn't noticed it. I didn't see it at all. Like, time just flew by because that's what happens. Time flies by, especially during the quarantine. Yeah. I was just eating everything in the world. So I stood in front of that mirror that day, and I noticed how big I got. And that's when I was shocked. And then I was like, I'm stopping. I'm done. I literally was like a light switch. I was just like, fuck this. I am not eating another bad thing. I came and asked for your advice, your assistance. I was like, bro, I need to know what I need to eat. Now. Now.
You're like,
right
now.
Look,
man,
now.
We didn't waste no time, though. We didn't waste any time.
Right.
You got your shit together, and we came through. You came through right away. And I'm glad you did, man. I'm glad
it changed my life, bro. It was
You know, people don't see it like that. You know, you just said I changed your life. I just want people to realize what that means. It's hard. It's hard doing what you got to do, working your everyday job, 9 to 5 or whatever it may be. Kids or not kids, being married or not being married. It's a lifestyle. I feel like everybody can make it a lifestyle. You can get on the treadmill. You can get cardio in. There's some way, somehow you can do it.
There's 24 hours in the day. What are we doing with them all?
Exactly. Right?
The problem is we make excuses. Everyone makes an excuse, and we allow distractions. And that was my problem. I was allowing the fact that there was no gym open, but there was. There was a private gym open that I could go to. And my excuse was I didn't know what to eat, which I didn't. And all I needed to do was figure out what it was, which I did.
Yeah.
And so really I didn't really have any more excuses except for I ain't gonna put in the work. Like, that would be it. Like, you either gonna eat what you're told and lose the weight and see progress, or you're gonna sneak in and fuck up any kind of progress and then not see any progress.
That's crazy. It's unreal. It's unreal how, like I said, like the mindset. It's like you said, it was a switch. You turned it on. But what made you turn it on?
Just the fact that I couldn't continue being me, saying I am Professor Dab, trying to influence people in their lives, just doing anything, like just doing anything in general. I just didn't feel. I didn't feel like I could be me anymore if I did not get a grasp on my health and physique, because I'm preaching cannabis to people to use because it's a healthier version of life, right? Which means, in a sense, everything else that I do needs to be in that motion as well. I need to be living a little bit more healthier in life. Why would I only choose cannabis as my vice? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So aside like from like package, shrooms or whatever, right. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, but a little bit of acid here and there. But, aside from shit like that, why would I ever, say I'm a cannabis user and not follow suit with other things in my life and try to tell you as an individual or somebody who's following me and listening to me, like right now in this podcast, but I'm not living that lifestyle. Right. Telling you what you need to eat or what you should be doing or how you could be doing it, but I'm not exuberating, or I'm not living the life. I'm not the one who's actually doing it. Yeah. And that's what made me switch. That's what made me turn on the fucking fire and be like, we are blazing. I'm ready to go. I fucked up. I fucked up. I ate too much food. And now I need to get this gear rolling and fully live the healthy life that I'm preaching to other people, and just be it, man, and just embody it, because I know I can do it. I want to do it. I see other people doing it. There's other people doing it. You're doing it. Like, it's doable. Yeah. I just need to know how. Yeah. And for that, man, I just want to thank you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like, bro, you are the man, so if anybody's out there who needs a trainer, guys, you once again follow my guy. Hit him up. You can hit him up through Instagram. Hit him in the DM. He's available, like he said, in Morton Grove at Steel Fitness.
Shout out Steel Fitness.
Shout out to Steel Fitness. Shout out to Lit Glass and Vape. Shout out to Health Kick. All those places right there are amazing places. Places that I use personally to get things that I need. You know, your cannabis necessities, and Health Kick has, you know, your protein, you know, supplements, and your, you know, just everything in terms of health. You know, you get whatever you need there. You know, you fucking your candy bar. You know,
I feel like he carries some CBD products.
He does have a few CBD stuff there. But majority stuff protein, there is like, you know, the protein
BCAAs,
powders,
pre-workouts,
pre-workout, all that shit. Yeah. So, yeah, man. And again, thank you for coming on the show, bro. Like, seriously, like, you know, I really do appreciate your time. I think it's valuable for people to see a person like you, and hear from you, you know, what you do and kind of how you're doing it. And because, you know, we can live the life we want to live. We're just making the certain choices out here. And yeah, man, you know, just live a healthier lifestyle. You know, health is wealth. And I always tell people, smoke good, feel good, think good, and be good. You know, that's just a lifestyle. You know, I try to live. You know, you smoke good cannabis. You know, you have good thoughts. You know, your body is feeling good, and then you know, everything else kind of follows suit. And it also, you know, is the same with what you're eating, man. You know, it definitely, some days to me get a little hard. You know, my mind goes a little negative when I have to look at food, but I know the positive is on, you know, for what I'm going for is there's a bigger picture.
Right.
And the food doesn't become as important to me as it used to be.
It's just for fuel.
The same way,
you know?
Man. Because it's just going in and out.
Exactly.
Like,
it's fuel, though, you know. For someone like you, it's fuel. You need it. You know, you're doing boxing now, right? You started the boxing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're back to that. You're doing soccer. You know, you're doing the training with me. So you on it, man. You're going to get that cheat meal. Thanksgiving, right?
Thanksgiving. And that's the thing, man. I don't even really look forward to
You do get cheat meals,
days.
though, you know? Once a week?
Once a week.
I mean, I feel like, why not? You know, you put your body through it, and we're getting to the goal. We're still dropping as we're supposed to. We're on point. We're on time. I feel like, yeah, you're going the right path.
I also think it's a good reset for the mind, but it also can push you harder on your grind.
For sure.
Because
I like that.
Yeah, because the cheat meal can reset your mind, but it can also push you harder on your grind because it'll make you feel a certain type of way. Like for me, if I ate really, really bad,
yeah,
and the next morning, depending on how I feel in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the first workout, how I feel through that, then I'm like, man, that meal was not even worth it. My energy is down. I'm sluggy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm my cardio. I'm not fucking able to get through these punches, and then I got to take another shit. Right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it helps you reset. You know, sometimes you really need it. Some of them are easier meals than other, like for my cheats. But some of them I'll get through like 3/4 of it, and I'm like, I don't need this shit.
Yeah. Because
mentally I'm like, this shit's only for fuel. So
right.
But you know, it's all a mental thing, man. I think it's just all a mental thing, really. I think anyone can do it, bro. And if you have some tools, some resources, some guidance, it'll make things a lot easier. But yeah, man. So we are near our closeout hour for the podcast, man. Was there any closing thoughts that you want to leave the people with, brother?
Man, honestly, like you say it, I'm going to steal that quote from you. Health is wealth. You know, stay on the grind, stay on the daily grind. I really, I feel like you put your mindset to anything, you can accomplish it, as corny as it, you know, as it sounds, and you hear it everywhere, but it really is to that point. Just put your mind there. You'll get there.
Appreciate you, brother. I just want to thank everybody who came through and supported the stream during the live, man. Your participation is huge. Anybody who comes through, man, we really do appreciate it. If you guys like, subscribe, and follow both of us on Instagram as well on YouTube and Twitch and all the other channels, Facebook as well. Following, subscribing, pressing that like button, leaving a comment, all those things, it's huge for the stream. It just helps everything grow. It just helps the purpose that we're going for here. We just this is just something to enlighten people. This podcast is to help you see different people that I connect with throughout my life and in my life. How some of us use cannabis, some of us may or may not, depending on the person I'll have on. But just seeing different people and kind of understanding what they go through in their day and who they are and what we do and why we use cannabis and why it's here and why everybody should be using it and what it's good for, and to kill this stigma even further, because there's nothing bad about cannabis. It's here for us. It's here to help us. It's here to make us feel good. We are spiritual creatures as well as physical creatures. And I think cannabis is here to aid us and make us feel comfortable in both of those manners. It definitely helps me in my physical space as well as my spiritual and mental capacity and level. It's helped me in numerous ways. If you don't know how to use cannabis or how to start using it, hit the DM, man. That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm Professor Dab. I'm here to help people. I'm here to educate you guys. If you have questions or things that you're looking for, that's what we're here for, man. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate everybody who came through today. Again, I want to send a special thank you to my guest, Napo here. Please, everybody, go follow him.
Thanks for having me,
Fitness by Napo. You are very welcome, my guy. I appreciate you. You are the man. You have changed my life in numerous ways that you have, no idea. And I just want everybody else to really understand that. Get somebody in your life to help you change. If you don't have somebody in your life to help you change, here's two people right here that are more than happy to help you change your life for the better. We can give you the tools and resources that you need to start, at least. If you're not physically here in the space, we can mentor you in some way or some fashion. So thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate you guys. This was a great podcast for me. This was number 4. So go check out the other 3. If you haven't, please subscribe to all the channels, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. And we will catch you guys on the next one. You dig? Let's go, baby. Smoke good, feel good, think good, and be